Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Okay, folks. Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun today, uh, or at least we're gonna try to. As soon as I can put this thing out, there we go. Um, yeah. So, um, it's been interesting the last couple of days regarding these idiots that continue to darken YouTube with their ridiculous stupidity. Um, so I did a thing. Me and Cherry did a thing, and what I'm actually quite proud of it. Um, Let me go ahead and let me see if I could pull this up real quick. Uh, Let me see something here. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just pull up the page. All right. So, um, I don't know how I came up with this. Ideas just kind of hit me sometimes. And that's kind of what happened here. Um, so, so the thumbnail, as you can see, this is this is new merch. Now, the thing about this, now you can get this in a in a t-shirt. You can get it pullover hoodie right here. Y'all can see that, right? So now any of these don't be a dumpy dump with MGL's mugshot on it. Every single penny of the proceeds of these will go to the Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Every single one, every penny. I will not be making, Cherry will not be making 1 cent of profit. And Cherry's adding mugs and things of that nature as well. So, and that's not the only one, guys. That's not the only one. You're gonna love this. So, this is this one. The proceeds for this will go to Joyful Heart, which is a domestic violence survivors charity. So let me see if I can zoom in on that so you guys can see that better. So I got, six Andra mug shots right there. And and we're so yeah, you could get that. So instead of buying a bullhorn boob mug from her, you can buy a bullhorn boob mug from us, and the proceeds, every cent, will go to that domestic violence survivors charity, Joyful Heart. Every penny. So here's the thing: if she's going to disrespect victims by claiming to be a victim and not taking any accountability for her shit, I'm going to make her take accountability. That's what I'm doing right here. I am making her take accountability. One way or the other, she is going to advocate, whether she knows how to or not. I'm giving her a hand. So one way or another, Andrea will advocate for domestic violence victims, whether it's in the way she imagined or whether she didn't. But I am going to make not a liar out of her, as a solid to her. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the same thing with MGL. MGL wants to exploit missing kids, make money off of their backs. Well, guess what? I'm going to make money for them off of her back. That is exactly what I'm going to do. So Cherry will be dropping the link in that. Now, this is what you're going to do. If you do donate this, the way we're going to do it now, we tried to set it up through Teespring to where we can, where the money would automatically go to that. But unfortunately, we have to physically donate it. So what we're going to do is we will send you guys screenshots. Just email me if you purchase a shirt or any type of merch. Email me and we will send you a screenshot. I'll email you back a screenshot of the receipt of the donation. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I was just sitting there. I don't know what I was even doing at the time. And then it just hit me like a bolt of lightning. And I thought, you know what? One way or the other, these people are going to give back. And we'll make more merch. We'll make more. We'll get creative with the stuff. That's just the initial stuff. That's just the initial idea. Dude, you can get PJs. You wear one of these shirts as a PJ, okay? Might scare your children with the images, and then, if your kids ask, hey, why does that person look like that on there? Well, because she's a dumpy dump, That's all you got to do is tell your kid she's just a dumpy dump. What's a dumpy dump, Mom? Something you don't ever want to be. That's all. Something you don't ever want to be. You're walking around the house parenting. The shirt's doing the parenting for you. Mom, what's that? What's it say? Don't be a dumpy dump. Don't be a dumpy dump. I'm not raising you to be a dumpy dump. You know what I mean? Like, get your parenting apparel. Get your parenting apparel, your co-parenting apparel. Get your own. This stuff, this clothing acts as a princess for your house. That's what this clothing is. You walk around the house wearing this stuff, and it's raising your kid for you. It's amazing. It's amazing. Don't be a dumpy dump. Best advice ever. Best advice ever. It's exactly. This is what happens when you do drugs. You end up looking like that. That's what happens. Exactly, Shay Thomas. Exactly. Yeah. Bro, those mugshots of Bullhorn Boob, the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Does she look like somebody who's taken the rap for somebody? I mean, look at those pictures, bro. Like, oh shit, I already got out of it. But if you look at those mugshots, does that look like somebody who's a DV victim and taken the rap for her perpetrator? that she's a DV victim, somebody who takes her mugshots like this. You know what I mean? Like that's like that doesn't look at all. Yeah, it makes me laugh just reading it. Terry's all, get your dumpy dump beater and beater merch, beater bunch merch, dumpy dump and beater bunch. Oh my goodness gracious, people. Oh, see, I was wondering about that. People were asking, can you use her face? Well, we're about to find out because I don't see why not. These are mugshots, people. That's public record. People have a right to know what a criminal looks like. That's why it's public record. Okay? So why not? On here, using her image from her channel is fair use. Putting a mugshot on a teacher or on a t-shirt, on a t-shirt or a mug, I don't see how that's a problem. If I wanted to, I could post all over, and I'm not profiting from it. I'm not making 1 cent in profit from it. Every bit is going to charity. Every single penny is going to charity, people. So I'd love to see someone try to take legal action against me for doing this. I would love to see that. I'd love to see a judge like rule against me on this. And wouldn't they be, I mean, I don't think that they would be mad though. You know what I mean? Because these are people who care, guys. Listen. These are people who care. Do you understand? Bullhorn Boob is an advocate for victims. She says it 100 times. What's the problem? You know what I mean? I don't see why she would be upset about this. I figure she'll be thrilled. I figure she'll be thrilled to be making sure that she's doing her part to give back to DV survivors. I absolutely believe that. Kelsey, Taco Tuesday. All right. Thank you so much. I mean, and all Summer has is Molly. All she has is her. All she has is her. Right? That's her baby, right? Well, she gets to give back to all the babies, dude. All the missing babies. Molly, you're a hero today. Okay? Andrew, you're a hero today. You're welcome. You're an absolute hero today. Both of you guys, you're heroes. Okay? We're actually going to talk about that in just a second here. Blessed are the clip channels, folks. So we're going to watch Hartley's latest video. And this will explain a little bit.
I mean, people will flat out lie to you in your face. People that you trust. People that you trust because they don't want to acknowledge that they've done something wrong or that you're going up the right alley. They don't like you. They want to butcher you. So I don't know. I really don't know the. I can tell you that I was on. If you're talking about Rescue Our Children, I've watched him literally one time. He brought me up on his panel. It was about the cyberbullying opinion, and so it makes me very cautious when I hear stuff about other YouTubers. Yeah, even one that I actually partnered with.
Why didn't you do that before you got on panel with him? Because here's the thing. The reason why she got on panel with him is because she'll do anything right now to promote her channel. She will do anything she can to promote her channel. But somebody with a shady reputation on YouTube is the only chance that she's ever going to have to getting on someone's panel to promote hers in any way, shape, or form. She can't find anybody. Like, she's never going to come up on here because, like, what does that tell you, Betty? What does that tell you? When no channel that's reputable in the slightest bit, not even reputable small channels, would have you on their panel without tearing you a new asshole and letting you know exactly what they think of you and what you do. What does that say about you? Do you think maybe since all of these reputable channels feel this way about you, that it might be a reason to self-reflect maybe? Take a little look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing things fucked up? Exactly, Ashley. Dude, my mugs are real mugs because they have genuine mug shots on them. Okay? So, I mean, right. You know, that's but the thing is let me just keep going with the video. Hold on.
With and I heard horrible things about this person and still went to bat, and I say I had to learn a lesson. Sometimes things you hear are true, and sometimes and what's crazy is because I have a lot of people know I have a lot of respect for like somebody like Michelle After Dark. Does she agree with me 100%? Do I agree with her 100%? Of course not. None of us really. We all are kind of guilty of formulating our own opinions based on our own past experiences and that we know are facts. So we apply those things differently when we're discussing these cases.
Bro, this lady is so fucking clueless. Does she agree with me? Do I agree with her? No, dude. Nobody can fucking stand you. That's what's going on here. Understand something. Like there's no way that you're ever going to get anybody, the only type of people who are going to lump themselves up with you at this point is someone who is worried themselves and needs somebody to lump themselves up with. That's the only type of person or any type of creator that's actually going to have your back or show you any support. Like, you can't even get Laura's respect. That's fucking crazy. Like, you have literally nobody worth a shit on YouTube. You don't have any of their respect. None of us. Nobody. Yeah, I know. I've been watching Benny. I've been watching Benny Keys. I think he's live right now. But I've been watching Benny Keys, and he's been talking about this Ernie dude. And all I heard him say was that he was a predator of women. I don't know if that's true. I don't know the details of that. I don't know anything about that. But you think I'm going to panel up with a dude like that? With you know what I'm saying? You think I'm going to panel up with a guy with that kind of reputation? Hell no.
Somebody like Michelle After Dark, she wants us to move past this drowning. I'm not 100% sure that this didn't happen. So, it's still on my list of possibilities of what has happened to Summer. There's also other possibilities. I still believe it was an accident. I still believe it was due to negligence from her mother. But then it starts worrying me when we start.
You have nothing. And I say this every time you say that bullshit, I'm going to counter it with the same shit. You don't have jack shit to base that on. You don't have anything to base that on other than a personal opinion of her character. You jumped to that conclusion. You said this person has a dirty house, so there must have been an accident and she covered it up. And you have jack shit to base that on as far as facts go. Nothing to base that theory on.
Finding out that there was the possibility of Don actually being home at the time. Actually went back to work. These are all speculative things, and I can't at any point prove one way or another because
there's nothing to fucking base it on, stupid. That's why. You don't have anything to base that on. Nothing. You don't have the slightest thing. You don't have the slightest. You don't have anything to base that on.
Thing that is provable based upon the information that I've received from people, in fact, was at work. But then you got, you hear these stories about when you look at that photo in the interior of that vehicle, and it really doesn't match other vehicle interiors other than Don Wells, and then it starts putting in your brain, now was he there? And then you go back and listen to the interview.
The fuck are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, they have a family car, okay? And Don has a work truck. Don went to work. Which do you think he took with him when he went to work? If he owns or has a work truck and they have a family vehicle, which one do you think that Don was in? So what do you think Candace was left with that day with all the kids? I wonder.
Interviews you had with him, and you start hearing these slips about, last time we saw her, and I'm like, are those slips? Are those accidents? Are those mistakes? Or is he accidentally letting me know that he was there when she disappeared? So you're kind of looking at it from that angle as well. So I really don't know.
You are a bona fide jackass. All of a sudden, along with being a paralegal, which she's not, along with being a investigative reporter, which she's not, she's also now a body language expert and a speech expert. She knows she's an interrogating genius. She reads people. He used the word we. Maybe he considers himself and Candace as a unit. When you actually love your spouse, right? When you actually care about your spouse, sometimes you guys consider yourselves one. That's kind of what the unity of marriage means when you think about it. And yeah, she uses the word we all the time. All the time. To try and sound smart. When she's clearly not, because she's not saying anything smart. Like, ever. She never says anything smart.
Thank you. Guys, I have to tell you, this is the best seller on the Bullhorn Betty merch site. This is the official coffee club cup for the Bullhorn Betty channel.
I have a better one. I have a better one now. I have a better coffee mug than hers. And for just $15.99, for just $15.99, you can get an official beater bunch mugshot mug. Official, people. All proceeds will go to Joyful Heart, a domestic violence charity, charity for domestic violence survivors. Okay? Every single cent, people. Every single cent. Official.
Please, if you haven't, go support this channel, support me, and buy yourself a coffee cup and enjoy our morning meal. It's sad. It's sad. I gotta say, it's super, 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 super sad. But some of these we've heard. I mean, look at all the stuff that's been coming out. Like, there's a lady that drowned. Nobody found her. She disappeared off the face of the earth. Back I want to say 15 or so years ago. They just dredged the pond. They found her. They found her car. She was in her car. I don't know if she intentionally did that or if she did that by accident.
The fuck is she talking about?
I do believe things come to light, and I just really wish that they would eliminate all the possibilities so they could start arresting the Wells on unrelated charges to Summer. There was a lot of abuse in that home. There was a lot of alcohol being given to children in that home.
There was a lot of alcohol being given to the children in that home. That right there is just a flat out lie. Now, it may have happened, but the reason why it's a fucking lie is because she doesn't know. She doesn't know. She wasn't there. She has no idea. She's just making shit up. And we don't know if they actually abuse these kids. We don't have anything to base that on either. And now, thanks to this asshole and 3 other assholes, she can't get a job. Candace cannot find a job. This is a woman that we know is more than willing to work because she was at work with her husband, and these assholes deliberately got her fired from that job, as well as Dawn. Deliberately. She was screaming, "Fire them," through a bullhorn. That is a lot of assholes, isn't it, Cherry?
There were a lot of things that should never have happened going on. And it's very upsetting to me that,
like, it blows my mind that this asshole she actually has the audacity to make Candace out to be some sort of bum and lowlife. But Candace wants to work. Candace wants to work. She doesn't feel entitled to shit. Like, it's crazy. At this point, now I don't know the truth about what happened to Summer. I don't know anything. But because I don't know anything, I have to assume that these parents are just going crazy wondering where their child is. I have to assume that. But as of right now, for a fact, I have 100 times more respect for Candace Bly than I have for Andra Griffin. 100 times more respect. Because at least Candace wants to work. Candace isn't begging for handouts. Candace is making videos. She has a YouTube channel and she's making videos. I don't even know if it's monetized or not.
while other states understand that and arrest, Tennessee Bureau of Investigations has let these parents go unscathed and unaccountable for the atrocities that they've done to their children over the years without holding them accountable. And that is very upsetting to me. It should be sitting in jail. And that were a lot of things that should never have happened going on. And it's very upsetting to me that, while other states understand that and arrest, Tennessee Bureau of Investigations has let these parents go unscathed and unaccountable.
That's because maybe there's no evidence. That's because maybe you're a fucking idiot who jumped to a conclusion when you don't have any training that qualifies you to jump to these conclusions and make your conclusions at all reputable in any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, and you have the nerve, like, dude, the TBI is, the TBI, these are fucking college graduates. These are people who went to school for years to learn how to catch criminals, to learn how to find, collect, and interpret evidence. Well, it's neglect for sure. It is neglect. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody doxed. That's the crazy part, is nobody's doxed her for this. MGL, nobody's doxed MGL for this. This is her. That's her content. Her content consists for years of a drug addict and an alcoholic raising her kid while she just sat on camera just acting like an asshole. And then she has the nerve to say that people should have CPS called on them and have their kids taken away. She has the nerve to say that kind of shit about people she doesn't even know. Why? Because your husband makes money? That makes you better than them? Fuck out of my face.
For the atrocities that they've done to their children over the years without holding them accountable. And that is very upsetting to me. She was sitting in jail. And that's my opinion. And I'm not coming off of that opinion until somebody brings me some different evidence, because based on what I saw,
you don't have any evidence.
They should be in jail. Period.
You don't have any evidence. There's no evidence, because if there was evidence that could get them prosecuted for even child abuse, okay? For even child abuse, Candace Bly would be in jail right now. Don Wells, although he is in jail, would have those charges tacked onto him. What's up, Mr. Nut?
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hi, Betty fan. Good question. Good question. Everybody's wondering, who's gonna spill the beans first, and it may not even be them. Like this, there's other things going on behind the scenes. I mean, you got, I'm sure that their sons are going through intense, not intense training, but intense psychological, stuff to help them. Psychiatrists.
It's called therapy, you fucking dolt. Like, it's not a complicated word. It's called therapy. Easy. Like, and what she's trying to say, because if she knew jack shit about the law and how investigations are actually conducted, this is something I've talked about 100 times, by the way. Yes, I guarantee you, people, I guarantee you all that it has been 8 months. It has been 8.5 months. 8.5 months. I guarantee you that those 3 boys have had forensic interviews done. I guarantee you that somebody in the TBI or the FBI has somebody that specializes in forensic interviews of children. Guaranteed. These people want to find Summer. You don't think that they're going to get a trained professional to sit down and talk to these kids more than once? Of course they are. But it's been 8.5 months. I promise you that's already been done and done and done. And at this point, if they found anything that they thought they could prosecute with, Candace would be under arrest. Don would have these charges on him, on top of the ones that he has on him right now that he's sitting in jail for. This lady's fucking stupid.
To appointments like that because of what they lived through, trying to break that cycle for them. And then you've got Hunter over there, going self-balanced and on medication and things of that nature. Again, another victim of the Wells. And
first of all, how is Hunter a victim of the Wells? That's the fucking most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Second of all, he's 15 years old and you got no business sitting up there fucking talking about him. He's a minor, especially spreading rumors about him, about shit that you don't know anything about. Well, he's 16 now, from what I understand. But still, a 16-year-old kid, and you're up here spewing out bullshit about the kid.
It makes you wonder, what is going on? Who is speaking? It could be a number of people, a number of witnesses, actual witnesses in this case. But I have to say, I still find it odd that they keep circling back to the same area. They keep circling back to the same area. So they have to believe foul play is more involved in this, and they have to believe that she is out there. So
That is the most asinine statement I've ever heard. Like, you're going to sit here and fucking say that because they're searching near the home, the conclusion can't be anything else. It's got to be foul play. How? They're searching near there, and maybe because everything is still up in the air, they've said all possibilities are open. And guess what? Since that's the case, and if they're searching near the home, could be she wandered off. Could be. Could be she wandered off. Doesn't mean that they suspect foul play. Does not mean that at all. But they're searching the same area because it helps to have a different set of eyes. It's probably different people out there searching now because they won't give up on searching for Summer. All that tells me so far, okay? We don't know what kind of information law enforcement has right now as far and as to why they decided to focus on that area to search again. We don't know. We don't have any idea. But what that does tell me is that the TBI, who you think are so fucking incompetent, are still doing their due diligence. Hawkins County Sheriff's Department is still doing their due diligence to find Summer. That's telling me, it is reassuring me that they have not given up on finding her. That's what that tells me. That's all that tells me, based on the information that we don't fucking have. All that tells me is that they're still doing whatever they can to find Summer, and that's it. Doesn't mean that there's foul play involved. Doesn't mean anything of the sort. Doesn't mean somebody tipped them off and said, hey, you got to go back there and look at that. Because everybody's jumping to that conclusion, right? Everybody right off the bat jumps to that conclusion. That Don's in jail and they're just grilling him day in and day night, fucking waterboarding his ass and doing everything they can to get the truth out of him because we know you did something, right? And like, that's not the case at all, according to Candace. It's not the case at all. I mean, it's silly and ridiculous. It's just silly and ridiculous to just jump to that conclusion. All of a sudden, it has to be that Don rolled over on Candace while he was in jail, and that's why they're out there searching.
So we're just going to keep praying for law enforcement. We're going to keep praying for Summer Wells. We're going to, at the end of the day, I think everybody that covers this case, at the end of the day, all we want is her brought home. That's what all of our eyes and our hearts is on.
Where's
also
home?
Want people responsible, held accountable.
Where's home? You want her brought home. Where's home? Since you think her mom did something to her. Where's home? See, we want her brought back home. That's what we want here. We want her brought back home. I agree, Heather H. I don't buy that for a second.
And I want them held accountable to the
Stupid. All right, let's watch this bullshit.
Sorry about that. Get over here. this thing out of my camera. There we go. We're going to wait for a couple people to get on. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to get the banners going.
Gonna wait for a couple of people to get on. Bullhorn Betty 2022.
So as many of you heard, I don't have a lot of time. I'm in the process of uploading a video as we speak right now. I'm in the process of uploading a video.
Who cares?
That basically, hey, everybody, hey, that's basically saying, you know, we're removing this veil of these parents are innocent, and they have removed that themselves today. They have removed that veil of innocence today. So Ronnie Lawson finally came out and said two things. One, the Wells parents are no longer cooperating. Some of Wells' parents are not cooperating with law enforcement.
Okay. Guess what we do here on the Glare, people? We check facts. All right. Let's take a look. Let's look up Sheriff Ronnie Lawson. Okay. When I look up Ronnie Lawson in news, what it says here is Donald Wells will serve 180 days in segregation with no chance of ... Posted 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, people. So I need to know. I need that confirmed. I want to know where this quote from Ronnie Lawson came from. Because I bet you anything, some jackass in some private chat that she's involved in says this, and then she takes it as fact. Guaranteed. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. She's not lying. She's not lying. Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't feel guilty about questioning her in the slightest bit, simply because aside from this, everything else that she said is utter bullshit. But this is a development in the case. This is very, very relevant to the case. So that's why we're going to go over it right now. No, it's not old news. Because this was posted 31 seconds ago. So it's not old news, no. All right, and this has a video. We're going to play that.
I come here to do homework because they have free
ads.
Wi-Fi. They don't say anything as long as I buy something.
When there's a lot of noise, it's hard to focus, but I listen to music to try and drown it out. When the Wi-Fi cuts out, I can't finish my homework. That's why I started getting D's.
Millions of children rely on public Wi-Fi to study. U.S. Cellular is donating up to $13 million in hotspots to help youth in need, because every child deserves the same opportunity to learn.
And is the family still cooperating? I know you said obviously the daughter's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
Is there anything else on that front you wanted to say or speak about?
Not right now.
Okay. Guys, you heard it. You heard it. So that is actually a major development in this case. It is very, very, things are very, very different because now they're not cooperating. So they have lawyered up. I mean, so I don't know what's going on there. But that is definitely something very, very different than we have been hearing in the last 8 months. No, I mean, it doesn't mean they're guilty of anything. It doesn't mean that they're guilty of anything. But, you know, I mean, when parents of a missing child lawyer up and stop cooperating, that's not a good look. That's all that means so far. That's all that means, but it's definitely not a good look. But I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good thing that they lawyered up. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, again, we don't know what they know. We don't know what they're saying behind the scenes. We don't know anything. So we don't have 3 lie detectors passed. I know that. 3 lie detectors passed. I know that. So why they lawyered up? Maybe they lawyered up because they're sick of answering the same questions over and over and over again. Could be as simple as that. Could be like, you know what? I'm tired of fucking talking about this because I've told you everything that I know 150 times. So at this point, I just want a lawyer and you can talk to my lawyer. Just find my daughter. That could absolutely be what that means. We have no idea. Because to say this, to lawyer up now, this is something I've never seen before. So to lawyer up now and then stop cooperating 8.5 months after the fact, 8.5 months in, right? And then you're going to lawyer up and stop cooperating after you've passed polygraph tests, after you've been cooperating for 8.5 months, because that same man himself has said that they have been cooperative. Hold on. I'm going to just read that whole article. Is what I'm going to do. Let's get all the facts, folks. All right. So Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson on Tuesday revealed that the family of missing 6-year-old Summer Wells is not cooperating right now. Lawson followed that statement with a pause, adding that the family has attorneys. The news broke through as teams with the Hawkins County Sheriff's and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation continued a small-scale search that launched on Monday. The sheriff would not speak any further regarding the Wells attorneys, but Lawson did mention that no conversation or development led to Monday's or Tuesday's searches. Okay, let me read that one more time. The sheriff would not speak any further regarding the Wells attorneys, but Lawson did mention that no conversation or development led to Monday and Tuesday's searches. So that right there is he is confirming that the rumors, he is dispelling any rumor that Don was interrogated and was like, you got to look back out there or whatever. You know what I mean? There was no tip or anything like that. They just felt the need to search out there some more. So who knows? Maybe they started asking some questions and then they were like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this shit. I want a lawyer. And if you had any questions, direct your questions to my lawyer at this point. And then they were like, you know what? Maybe we need to search out there again. So, but at no point, he just said no conversations led to that. He stressed again that social media speculation hindered the investigation from the beginning, steering investigators off course as they followed every lead in an effort to bring Summer home. Give me 1 second, folks.
On the first few months, it was pretty bad, but I think it's got now where we don't pay any attention to it whatsoever. I mean, it's just a waste of our time. But occasionally we get something we want to really check into. But people out of state, they really don't know what we're doing. And I assure you that we have to give 100% effort. I mean, we, the TBI, the FBI, my officers, we give 100% effort on this case. No stones left unturned, and we're not done yet.
Welcome back to your Roadrunner Sports Shoe Review. The new Gel Cayano 28 takes everything we loved about the 27 and improves on it for a more comfortable and stable ride. The updated breathable mesh upper keeps your...
At US Cellular, we're local, so we're on the ground every day, working to make sure our 5G network isn't impacted by the local weather.
All right. So,
First few months, it was pretty bad. But
oh, we already
it's got now where we don't pay.
We already listened to that
whatsoever. I mean, it's just.
I think I skipped one. That's what happened. Hold on.
At US.
All right. Sorry. I skipped one. So there's 3 of these little snippets of Sheriff Lawson's interview. Yeah, no, I don't have an ad blocker. I should probably get one. Today, let's go.
Don Wells has been in jail for a few weeks. Nothing came up of conversations with him in the jail that led you guys back out here?
No, absolutely not. He's not even been talked to about the case.
Okay. There you have that. All right. So, and I'm going to read that one more time. He stressed again that social media speculation hindered the investigation from the beginning, steering investigators off course as they followed every lead in an effort to bring Summer home. In the first few months, it was pretty bad, but I think it's gotten to now that we don't pay attention to it whatsoever. I mean, it's just a waste of our time. Occasionally we get something we really want to check into, but people out of state, they really don't know what we're doing. And I assure you that we have given 100% effort. We, the TBI, the FBI, my officers, we have given 100% effort on this case. No stones left unturned, and we're not done yet. Tuesday marked the second day crews, including canines, scoured through the rough terrain of the Beach Creek community near Summer's home, from where the then 5-year-old disappeared after a family last saw her planting flowers in the garden. Summer's mother, Candace Bly, sent the following statement regarding the search. I am very happy that they are still looking for my daughter, Summer. I heard about it, but I didn't see anybody. Thank you for remembering her. All right, let's read all this stuff that we already know one more time. Summer's June 15th, 2021 disappearance has gained attention worldwide through numerous searches, and thousands of tips have not led to any answers. Sheriff Lawson said, like I've said from day one, everything is still on the table, not ruled out anything. The TBI previously expressed the very real possibility that Summer wandered off from her Beach Creek home nearly 9 months ago. Since her disappearance, Summer's parents have made an appearance on national talk show Dr. Phil and also created a YouTube channel, which has garnered nearly 14,000 subscribers since its launch in October. After the channel's launch, Summer's father, Don Wells, was sentenced to nearly a year in jail stemming from a DUI arrest on October 2021. Wells pleaded guilty to the DUI charge, which led to an extended time in jail due to probation violation. And the ongoing Amber Alert for Summer lists the following details. She's age 6, female, white, blonde, blue eyes, 3 feet tall, 40 pounds, missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. I'd say she's probably grown a couple of inches since then. And obviously, if you have any information, you can call the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at 423-272-7121 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Yeah, I don't think it's bad that they lawyered up either. I mean, like I said, it's a bad look when it comes to fucking shitty YouTubers, for sure. It's a bad look, always is a bad look. But did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry. Let me see here. Stephanie Collins, thank you so much. Something to consider. Mr. Wells has counsel for his current unrelated matters. He is in custody, which changes the procedures regulating how the police are able to speak to him. It does. It does. Oh, dude. Yeah, Mr. Nut. There's lots of wild animals in that area. See, that's the thing. Hold on. Let me check the super chat. Thank you again, Stephanie Collins. Those may be the basis for the sheriffs. They have lawyers not cooperating statement. Right. It could be. It could be because he did say that they haven't even, but he did confirm. We heard him actually say it. We haven't even talked to Don about the case. I'm assuming that he means since he's been in jail. We haven't even talked to Don about the case. So that tells me they have all the information from him that they need. That's what that tells me. If they got him locked up, why wouldn't they try to set up some sort of interview with him? You know what I mean? Let's see. What are you saying? See here, Z. I felt Candace was not keeping her informed. Will a lawyer help that? Candace wasn't keeping who informed? I don't understand the question. Oh, law enforcement wasn't keeping Candace informed. Maybe. I mean, maybe. So wait a second. Somebody said in my chat that Bullhorn, that's one of the other reasons why I wanted to read the whole article. Somebody said something about Bullhorn Betty getting charges too. What does she have charges? She has Hawkins County charges? Can anybody confirm or disconfirm that? Yeah, and that news source is Channel 2 WKRN. So pretty credible. Yeah, there's nothing except Kingsport Times a month ago about Bullhorn. Yeah, there's nothing. So yeah, I honestly do not know, people. Cherry, what are you whining about in the chat, dude? What is your problem? No. I feel like that information would have leaked by now. If they found something. And yeah, I mean, because I guarantee you, this is something right now. I'll tell you this right now. Jerry, shut up. This is something I can almost guarantee you will probably, if Candace has lawyered up, you probably won't hear her on or see her on anyone's panel or anything while this investigation is still open. You probably will not see her on anyone's panel. You won't see her posting any videos unless they're little collages of summer that she's been making and putting up, which is really nice. I'm willing to bet that you will not be seeing her doing these things anymore. And it's probably a good thing, you know? It's probably a good thing. Like, I mean, you just look at, I mean, you listen to this dude straight up said, he was quoted in saying that social media speculation has actually hindered the investigation. Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, Jonathan Lee Riches, Voices Behind My Balls, all of you assholes, J is for Justice, all of you assholes have hindered this investigation, have made it more difficult for professionals to find a missing 6-year-old little girl. That's just, there's no way around that. I mean, the sheriff himself said so. It's just that simple. You jackasses have made it more difficult, officially have made it more difficult for law enforcement to find this child. And I didn't even name them all. But I have given Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Betty a chance to redeem themselves at least a little bit. I've given them this method of redeeming themselves at least just a little bit by hold on a second. I've given them this method, this way to redeem themselves just a little bit, where you can get Dumpy Dump merch. Don't be a Dumpy Dump, right? You can get Dumpy Dump merch. All proceeds will go to the Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Every single cent. Nonprofit merch, people. Get your Dumpy Dump merch, and every cent will go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Since Molly Golightly likes to make money off of the backs of exploited and missing children, well, then guess what? Some missing and exploited children get to make money off of her back. That's what's happening, people. I'm going to share this stuff one more time because I know there's a lot more people in the chat than there was before, and I want you guys to be able to see this, okay? Because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. They're doing such a sweet, kind thing by being jackasses and having their mugshots taken. Panda, please. They're doing God's work, people. Doing God's work. You know what I mean? They've been claiming to do God's work. Now I'm proving that they're doing God's work. All right? Now I'm proving it. Check it out. You get this nifty t-shirt. It says, don't be a dumpy dump. Only $24.99. Every penny folks will go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. You can get it on a mug. You can get it on all kinds of stuff, dude. There's all kinds of different merch. You can get this. You can get it. Look at this. You get it in a hoodie. Dude, you get it in a little sweatshirt. You know what I mean? You get it in a workout hoodie. You know, if you fine, or even if you're not that fine and you got a fupa, this thing will let you show off your fupa. You know what I mean? If you rocking a slut gut, you know, this thing is perfect. You got your V-neck tee. Look at this. Look at this, folks. You got your little baby doll tee. You know what I mean? You got your wife beater or your husband beater. I mean, you got your little workout tanky. You know what I mean? This is, dude, this is top-notch stuff. And you got a light long sleeve thing going on here. Okay. And then you got, look, people. Now, March for Victims, people. I don't know why it doesn't show the front. That's weird. But you got the, oh wait, here we go. Boom. You got your official, the Beer Bunch mug right here, folks. You can't go wrong, dude. You can't go wrong. You got your official, the Beater Bunch coffee mug. Start your own coffee club. All right. Just $15.99. And every single cent will go to Joyful Heart, which is a domestic violence survivors charity. Okay. That's what's going to happen. Let's look at some more merch. Like, we only got this one design going right now, but we're going to have some more. But look, you got the t-shirt, the Beater Bunch t-shirt, folks. All right. You got the Beater Bunch neck gaiter for all, you know, because I mean, listen, if COVID even sees this thing, it's going to run. Okay. That's my guarantee to you. All right. If COVID lays eyes on this neck gaiter to protect you from it, it's not even going to come near you. That thing is double protected. It's double protecting you from COVID, dude. Look at, you got the hoodie. You got the white hoodie. You got the black hoodie, dude. You got the mug, and then you got almost an ugly Christmas sweater here. You can get it in different colors. You can get all these different colors. Look at this blue. You get it in blue. You get it in red. You get it any color you want, y'all. Fantastic, bro. Like, dude, you got your FUPA hoodie, baby doll. You got your man beater right here. You got your husband beater right here, dude. Beautiful. You got a husband beater on a husband beater. Like, where can you ever get a husband beater on a husband beater, folks? You see what I'm saying? Oh man, that should add a press badge. That would be fucking fantastic. Every cent of this, people, I'm telling you, Cherry's going to be dropping the link in the chat. Every cent of this is going to Joyful Heart, a domestic violence survivors charity. Every cent. Look at that, dude. What's this? I don't even know what this thing is. What is this thing? Oh, it's a sticker. You get a sticker. Slap that shit on the back of your car. Slap that shit in the back of your car, and the cops are probably less likely to pull you over because they know you're anti-DUI. They know that you would never drive drunk because you're advocating against drunk drivers, because you got 6 mug shots of a drunk driver right here on a sticker slapped on the back of your car. It's a beautiful thing, dude. And you got your long sleeve. And oh, what is this? What is this? A grip ring? What the fuck's a grip ring? What's that for? For your phone? No, that doesn't make any sense. The fuck's a grip ring? The fuck is a grip ring, people? I don't understand. A grip ring for your phone? I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck a pop socket is either. Dude, people. It's for charity, okay? I'm finally giving them an opportunity to give back. Andra is now officially an advocate for domestic violence victims. Officially, people. Officially. Hold on. Is burnt toast is in the house? Hold on one second. There's a story of a beater named Betty who is very, very angry all the time. She has a mom that drives her car around the city, calls all the DUIs. I love it. Oh my God. Dude, I have too much fun with this YouTube thing, man. Dude, I just have too much fucking fun. Like, it's just, I cannot. Dude, sometimes, dude, like, I just want to high five myself, bro, coming up with shit like this. And Burnt Toast was cool enough to let me share this link in her chat last night. I didn't do it too much, but I'll be sharing this. Dude, I'm going to push the fuck out of this stuff, dude. It's going to be fantastic. Like, and like I said, make sure, I wish that we could like make it to where it goes directly to these charities, but there's no way. So you're going to have to email me. What you're going to do is you can email me, or you can email the email that Cherry is leaving in chat. What we'll do is sorry, the chat was distracting me. What we'll do is I or Cherry will send a screenshot to you via email with showing you that we donated that full amount to these particular charities. So again, the MGL Don't Be a Dumpy Dump merch, that is going to go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Beater Bunch is going to go to I keep forgetting, Joyful Heart, which is a charity for domestic violence victims, survivors. So you're welcome, Molly Go Lightly. You are welcome. And Andra, you are welcome. I have officially made you advocates. No need to give me praise for this or anything like that. I try to keep myself at least as humble as the two of you for doing such good work here. I want to make sure that I am as humble as you guys are. So no congratulations necessary or anything like that. I will just take your humbleness and I will try to follow that example. Okay. Because you guys are doing amazing things. Everybody in this chat is so proud of you for what you're doing. Everyone is. Guys, hearts up for Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Betty for giving back, for giving back, for setting such a powerful and positive example for the rest of us here on YouTube. Get some hearts up for them, man, because they're doing good stuff, man. They're yes, very Raven, yes. I'm inspired today, bro. I'm inspired by their actions. I am incredibly inspired today. I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing. They're doing such good work. That's what I'm saying, Burnt. That's what I'm saying, Toast. She's like I changed their whole thing, man. Like they were liars until today. Until today. I mean, they should be very, very proud of themselves. Both of them should be very, very proud of themselves. Because they're changing lives, bro. They're changing lives. Actually advocating for these victims. It's amazing. It's amazing. And there's more merch to come, people. We're gonna make all kinds of different designs, things of that nature, and add it onto it. It's just we're gonna try to build this as big as we can. Okay, crazy nurse. Good. All right. Do that hair, girl. All right. I got a little bit of time. Anybody want to come up here? Anybody? All right. Link is in the chat. If anybody wants to come up here. Dude, I always wanted a hairless cat. Yo, and guys, make sure to check out Crude, because Crude's kind of changing his formats. Crude AF is changing his format a little bit. He's getting into true crime, and he's going to be covering cases. And we need more people with good souls like that. All right, Susan Bennett. What's up, Susan Bennett?
Hello. How's things?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm good. The reason why I wanted to come up here, I want to congratulate you on your fabulous merchandise. I will be buying some.
I deserve none of the credit. It is all Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly doing God's work. Okay, I don't deserve credit for this. All right, just buy the merch and contribute to these two charities, and I will be very, very grateful.
Do they ship to the UK?
I think so. I don't know. You'd have to ask Cherry.
Yeah, okay. Second of all, I have done up my own channel because I got inspired by you.
What?
Yes.
Wow, that's
You,
really nice. That means
yeah,
a lot.
you inspired me. I'm doing it on PDSD and some other things as well.
Okay, right on. Good
And I
for
was
you.
wondering, because it's such a new channel, is there any chance one of your mods could drop my link in your chat
I don't
to
see why not.
sub up? Even if they don't suffer with any of those PTSD things, just for support anyway, just to grow the channel a little bit.
Sure. What's your channel name?
It's PTSD Melanie and Melanie, which is my daughter, Susan Bennett.
Okay, I see. So you've been commenting in the chat under that channel, correct?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I see it right here, Melanie and Susan Ben. Okay.
yeah. You
So
inspired
yeah.
me to do it, actually.
Well, wow, that means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, you
That
told
made
me
my
to
day.
start out small, and it keeps growing and growing.
Sure.
So
Yeah, just, stick with it. And like I said, even if you only got 2 or 3 people listening to you, man, that's 2 or 3 people that
yeah,
that
that's
you're
very
that you're
true.
touching their lives, It's
That's
great.
very true. And plus, I want to help out with people with certain problems which don't some platforms don't touch on. I've been in the military for over 8 years, so I do know what I'm speaking about.
I get it.
Um,
Yeah, thank you for your
so
service.
I
I
just
mean, you don't serve over here, but still thank you on behalf of where you live for your service.
I'm in the UK at the moment.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah. Thank you for your channel. Your channel, I think you have a great personality. Your channel is brilliant. I love the merch. I'm definitely going to buy some. For missing and exploited children and some others. I definitely will buy some of Andrea's mugshots as well. I think it was fabulous. I was not laughing when you were showing it. It's so funny.
All right. So I just dropped the link to your channel in the chat.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you
So
very much. That means
no
a hell of a lot to me.
no problem. It means a lot to me that you feel that I
No, I
inspired you.
listened to
That's
something you
great.
had said. We could all do it, and I just felt okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. You know.
Anybody can start a channel. It's great.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
if you got a
So
voice, use it. Sure.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll drop down. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thanks so
Thank
much. Have a
you.
good bye.
Bye. Bye.
Wow, that was really sweet. Oh, what's going on in chat right now? Oh, it's Steve, isn't it?
Hey, mate. Yeah. How you doing, dude? How you doing, guy? Are you?
Why, dude? Yeah, man, I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'll just turn my volume up a bit. Yeah, straight in. Look at that StreamYards. Yeah, you've covered some wicked cases, man. You're just going back on a few. Yeah, Carl Rittenhouse. That was a mad one, wasn't
Um, yeah. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me handle what's going on in chat. Jeanette, I know who you are, and you're usually really great in my chat. So, a word of advice. I don't know how familiar you are with Burnt Toast, but she is not someone that you want pissed off at you. So I would suggest making nice and apologizing for whatever the hell is going on, because if Burnt Toast says you're trying to dox her, I don't like that at all. And that's not welcome here. So get your shit together. If you're going to act a certain way in my chat, get your shit together, please. Anybody. That goes for anybody. So anyway, what's up, Steve?
Yes, man. You've covered some like hard-hitting cases, like one I want to pick up on, Carl Rittenhouse. You called that one straight out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there is a bit of a development in the Summer Wells case, but it's not that big a deal. It could be nothing, So, this is the first time that we've been told that. This is the first time that we've been told that Don and Candace have lawyered up. But when we word it like that, when we say lawyered up, he just said that they have attorneys now and they are not cooperating right now. That doesn't mean that they won't cooperate. And it certainly doesn't mean that they haven't been cooperating, because he himself has said that they have been cooperative for the past 8.5 months anyway, already. And they all passed lie detector tests on top of it. And they never had attorneys the entire time. So,
and it certainly doesn't make them look guilty whatsoever.
Well, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It makes them look guilty to the morons on YouTube. The same exact ones that contributed to what Ronnie Lawson was saying in that article that I read, where he was saying that social media speculation has absolutely hindered their investigation. He confirmed it. Like, we all knew it was taking place and it couldn't have been good for the investigation, but to hear the sheriff actually say just now that it absolutely has hindered the investigation, and it's made it way more difficult for investigators. So, and these people just don't care. They claim to be for a child being found safely, but they won't just simply stick to facts.
They're all over the place. Like, it's just unbelievable. Like, it's just an absolute disgrace on a crime scene. They're straight out there before the cops. I'll behoove it, or do.
Oh yeah. Somebody in the chat says you mentioned the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Was that you?
That was me. Yes,
Okay.
when I come on, like, but yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Like, that was hey, what's up, Heels in the Air? That was I mean, that was just plain evident. Like, the footage that I went over was like, there was no other way to call that but self-defense. There just wasn't. From a legal aspect, I mean, and I'm not a lawyer, but Nick Rekieta built his channel like huge from covering that trial. Like, he got tons and tons and tons of followers after that. Because he's a lawyer, he's an expert, he understands. And all I did was just go over the video footage, because we live in an age now where everybody literally on their person has a video camera on them. Everybody. Like, children have them now. It's crazy. So, there's going to be evidence of something happening in a public place. You're going to be able to you're going to be able to look at this evidence and discern what happened. And we had tons of different angles and everything. And this guy was running away. Kyle Rittenhouse was running away from anybody, from everyone. They were saying,
I saw it in the end, like the way it was called. Like, yeah. How could they bang him up for that? Like,
they were saying, get him. You know what I mean? If a mob of people is chasing after me and some dude is screaming the N-word at me, all aggressively and trying to attack me, and I happen to have an assault rifle on, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot. If it's a mob of people after me, I'm going to shoot. You know what I mean? Like, I just am. And I understand that a lot of people don't feel that way, and I respect their opinions. I do. But me, no. But yeah, I mean, I knew he was going to be found not guilty unless there was just some bullshit going on in the court. But I mean, there was just too much overwhelming video evidence that you just can't prosecute this kid.
That was just so divided. I was thinking, edge of my seat, it was going to go either way. And I'm thinking in the end, like, I'm 70-30, he's going to be innocent.
Well, it became a political thing, and there was nothing political about it. It was a clear-cut case of now the circumstances were somewhat political, sure. But the situation itself, there was nothing political about it. Is somebody practicing trumpet in your house?
yeah, that's my daughter. She's in her bedroom, like,
sounds good.
Trumpet lessons, like, yeah, she's told me she's going to go on. I forgot to close the door, like, it sounds like an elephant, really, doesn't it? But yeah, I've got an elephant in the room, dude. An elephant in the room. So
no, that's all good, man. Sounds great. Maybe
I'll try play it to the squirrels, see what happens.
Do you play anything?
No, man, not at all.
No.
I just don't have the time. I'm always like family working in your Discord or like only my third time on panel, man. Yeah, good to be here. As soon as I saw the link, I thought night off, jump up there.
Why not? Right. I'm glad
jump
you
up
did.
there, say hello, like, you know.
I'm glad you did.
We're going to stick with Crude. We're going to stick with Crude. Everything he's done, all the shit he's been through. Yeah, well supportive of the dude. Like, you know, whatever he puts up, doesn't matter what content. You know, I don't follow it for the bull-on strangle. I'll follow it for what he puts up.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and he's a great creator. So yeah, we all love Crude and that. Like, you know, really felt for him when he put that video up. Like, I felt like my heart had been ripped out. You know,
I feel privileged to have gotten to know him over these last couple of months, and Burnt Toast as well. We've it's nice it's nice when you meet like-minded creators, you know, and get to, you know, see that you're not the only one that's annoyed by certain shit that's going on YouTube.
It's infuriating.
Infuriating.
These clip channels are like, I'm just catching up on one of your clip channels.
The clip channels are great,
clip
man.
Channels, you know,
the clip channels. I keep saying it. Blessed are the clip channels. Absolutely. Like, dude, and big shout out to Burnt Toast too, because like she actually sat through one of Bullhorn Betty's whole lives and then went through it and edited it, clipped it so that we didn't have to sit through the whole damn thing. And because I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Time consuming. It's going to take hours, isn't it? It's going to take you a day straight away.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. Like, so I much love to any clip channel or any creator that makes clips and actually sits through this bullshit and listens to this bullshit so that they can pinpoint it and put it out.
Anyway, well, I'll shut it off here. Like, it's great to come up on panel. Maybe someone else is going to jump up.
Yeah, man. Right on.
And I'll be hanging out in your chat again soon, man.
Right on, man. All right. See you later.
Take care, Will.
You too, bud.
Take care, man. Later, man.
What in the hell? Oh. Well, no, I know you're really supportive in here and we love you. Okay. Just, you know, try to respect the people's privacy. I don't think that you meant anything bad by it, but, you know, try to respect people's privacy. There's a reason why people remain anonymous, and if they want to remain anonymous, we have to respect that. Okay. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine what Heels in the Air goes through. I can't imagine what Heels in the Air goes through. Like, and what Hartley goes through and what Hugh Janus goes through. It's crazy. I really want to see Hugh do more and get more of a following, but Heels in the Air, dude, your stuff is just hilarious. The music is just perfect every time. I the music is just perfect every time. Yeah, we already went over that, Cheyenne. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember, because I'm old as hell, right? And so I I had a I had a record player where they were already they were at one point they were basically obsolete, right? They were the thing for years and years and years and decades, and then they became pretty much obsolete. The only type of people that had record players were like really like music connoisseurs and music snobs, and they'll, you know, only certain bands were still would be releasing you know, their material on vinyl, and if they, you know, if they did, it's because they love vinyl so much, right? And Pearl Jam was one of those bands. And so like in the 90s I had I had a record player and I would get my Pearl Jam albums on vinyl because I was fucking all uppity like that. And I had their second album, Verses, and I had a girl at my place, in my house, and we were hanging out, and then I I briefly dated this girl, but she was dumb as rocks, man. She was just she was stupid. I mean, there's no other way to put it. She was really stupid, lacked common sense, and I get up to go to the bathroom, right? And it's the kind of record player, when it's finished, the needle will lift up and automatically go back to the thing, and you know, it's whatever, right? So, but I get up to go to the bathroom, and then I come out of the bathroom and I hear like, I'm like long, and I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, and I saw her, I ran into the room and I saw her dragging the needle across my Pearl Jam record from the end of it to the beginning of it, to the front of it, you know what I mean? To the outside, from the inside to the outside of the record, slow as hell. Like, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? She was like, I was rewinding it. That's what she told me to. That's what she said. Never saw her again. That was just okay. Like, I could take, you know what I mean? I could take some stupidity to a certain degree, but that was just over the line. Maybe it was all the other stupidity, you know? The sex wasn't even that good. It's okay. You know what I mean? But you know, that right there was it. I couldn't, I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work at all. And I was, you know, I was a dick. I was like fucking 20, you know. Like, you see how immature I am now? Can you imagine me at 20 years old? Like, you do want to picture the person I was at 20 years old. I was beyond a fuck up. I can't believe that yeah, still to this day, I'm like, she fucking said she was rewinding my fucking record, dude. Most likely. Yeah, most likely. I still think that BHB is too, like, it's still too intellectual for her. Wow, everybody's doing their hair, man. That's awesome. Blockbuster was around. I mean, yeah, VHS tapes were the thing at the time. DVDs were a thing, but they weren't standard just yet. No, Jersey Girl. She was that stupid. She really was. I mean, what did I say about me? Because what the hell does she see in me? You know what I mean? Like, what does that say about me? That you know, that I'm her guy. Betamax, bro. Betamax. Margot, she was hot. You know, she was hot, and she was really nice. She was really sweet and nice. Like, kindness really goes a long way with me if I'm dating somebody. Like just genuine kindness, selflessness. That is like a big deal to me. Like, when I see that, you know, I'm just like, man, I want to make that person as happy as I can. But the thing is, man, like, we gotta at least be able to have conversations about things besides feelings and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying we gotta like the same shit, but we got to have similar interests, or at least feel passionate about similar things to where we could debate even, something. Well, it does only go so far, but when you're 20 years old, you're still learning this. If you're a 20-year-old guy, you're still learning this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either, man. Like, I think I talked about this before, where it's like you got to be willing, you know. Like, to me, that's what love is. Love is trust. Love is I'm putting my heart in your care, and you're trusting me with yours. You know, you're completely giving yourself to somebody, no lies, total honesty, and you risk them judging you for things that some people might judge you for. You put that in their hands. And then there's this respect for each other for trusting you with that. You know what I mean? And so I think that's that's the key basis to build off of, honestly. But you can't go into something trying to be somebody that you think that's what they want. And you just can't do that. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. Like, your relationship is doomed from the beginning, in my personal opinion. Well, congratulations, Love Shack Sarah. All right. I don't even like Pearl Jam really anymore, man. I loved them when I was young. I was crazy about them. And then I don't know what happened. I think what happened was I started playing in bands and working at the tattoo shop. Really, there was nothing to do but listen to music. So you got sick of music really, really fast. So it got to the point to where there was no way we were going to listen to anything that was like mainstream and got radio play and shit like that. It just wasn't an option because we were just sick of it. We were sick of all of it. And so, when you have nothing to do but listen to music all day long, chances are you're going to end up kind of deep diving. You're going to end up kind of deep diving. You're going to end up, going down a bit of a rabbit hole of new artists and things of that nature. And when you're in a band, you're going to be playing shows with very, very creative people. I mean, sometimes the bands suck. Sometimes the bands are something that you have never heard of and will never ever be discovered by mainstream, by some mainstream record label. And they're just going to live out of they're going to tour out of their van for the rest of their 20s and early 30s until they settle down and get a job and get married. You know what I mean? But sometimes, I mean, you find lightning in a bottle, and it's just like there's never been a band that sounded like that, and there will never ever be a band that sounds like this. And only us 20 people in this bar know it. Which is crazy. But it was a fun thing to experience. It was a fun way to live, but it wasn't responsible. I had wish I had done things a little differently. Been a little bit more responsible back in those days, but it was a cool experience. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out. I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing or if it's an Apple thing, but I cannot share anything with sound that isn't Google Chrome. Like I won't get sound. Like, I could play something off my music library here or my notes or whatever, but for some reason I can't get sound. And I actually have my old band's music on here, but you won't be able to hear it. But I don't know, we were like I don't know, I guess at the time it was known as doom metal. Slow, heavy grooves, but really loud. Like, we were really loud. Like, our goal was to make sure that your beer was vibrating in your hand when we played. That's what we were trying to do. We wanted to be the loudest. Well, I mean, it's not my phone, Chatty Jen. It's here. It's whatever I could share with StreamYard, you know. So like it'll let me share a window, but there'll be no audio that comes through, and there's no setting for the audio. Before, I could see, here's the share screen option and then window, and there's no option to like share sound. So one of these days I'll figure it out, and then I'll let you guys I'll hear it, and you can make fun of me in the chat for what we did. All right, Tina Fontaine, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up and sit down. That's what I'm going to need you to do. You have nothing to base that on. You have no facts. You have absolutely nothing to base that on. And we don't do rumors, and we don't do hearsay here. We just don't. And to make those kind of accusations about somebody when you don't have any proof of it is not tolerated here. It's just simply not. Yeah, everything's going good, Stephanie K. Thank you for asking. It's nice to hang out with you guys today. And it's a really pretty day, man. Like after this, I'm already in my gym clothes. You see my gym. I'm already in my gym clothes. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go to the gym. That always makes me feel really nice afterwards. And I'm going to eat. Yeah, I'm going to make me a pork chop, some rice and beans. I'm going to make me a chuleta. Exactly. There's no way you can know that. There's no fucking way that you can know whether or not. I mean, and especially that one detail. I mean, I don't even want to say it out loud because I don't want to contribute to spreading her stupid fucking rumor. That's why I hit her, dumbass. Well, most people beat me to the gym today. But luckily, I'm going to get... Today's one of the busiest days there. So, like, luckily, I'll get there early enough to beat, like, the crowd. But it's going to be really, really busy tonight. Mondays and Tuesdays are the busiest. Margot, in that band I played, it was funny how this worked out. I'll tell you guys a quick story. I've told this story before. So it started off with 5 of us. All right. And we had a guy doing vocals, 2 guitars, bass, drummer, right? Had a guy doing vocals, and he worked with me at the tattoo shop, and he quit because he had a family. He just didn't have the time. And so then there were four of us, and then once there were four of us, our drummer started doing vocals. So we had kind of like an Eagles kind of Don Henley kind of thing going, but from hell. And so he was, you know, it turned out that he could scream really, really well, and like and all kinds of different ranges, and you know, he it turned out he was just a really talented vocalist in that sense. Um, and then there were three of us, and the reason why we went down to three is because our bassist decided to quit our band to go live with my kids and their mom in California. Yeah. Yeah, it was frustrating. It was really annoying. It's super annoying when your ex finds an excuse to keep showing up to your practices and just disrupting your life. Uh and and then, you know, yeah, and then she like latches on to somebody who's close to you. And this is pure. This is why I know exactly the type of person that Bullhorn Betty is, because I know her type. Just a someone who just has to be abusive on some level, in some way, shape, or form, constantly. And I didn't really blame him too much. What she wanted was for us to pit up against each other, and it would destroy our band and blah blah blah. That's what she was trying to do at the time. But the truth is that he's just the kind of guy that was real awkward around women, and you know, everyone else who wasn't me was just happy that he found somebody, because he's just not that guy, you know what I mean? But then then he left the band, and of course, you know, you lose a bassist, it's like, dude, that's tough. You know, now we have to find a new bassist. None of us had the time. Everybody worked. Nobody had the time to go out looking for a new bassist and trying out new bassists and everything like that. So what ended up happening, it turned into a blessing, because then there were three of us, and the bass equipment that he was using was it wasn't even his. It belonged to the other guitarist. And so I was like, well, screw it. I just won't play guitar anymore. I'll add distortion to the bass, and then I'll just play it like you know, I'll do single note instead of chords, and just play the bass like a 4-string guitar, basically, with very thick strings, which is basically what it is. So I just played the same riffs and just kind of learned my way around the bass for a while, and just got better at playing bass than I did playing guitar, coincidentally. And then there was just three of us. So there was only three of us to collaborate and make decisions with, you know, because like when you're collaborating with music, it gets tedious, because, you know, I think this riff should go here, and then, you know, we pause here and blah blah blah. Nah, I don't like the pause. Blah blah blah. No, okay, let's try it with the pause. Blah blah blah. All that bullshit goes on the entire practice until you get an end product, and then, you know, you get through it without screwing it up, and then you go outside and drink a beer. But it was much easier to do that with three people than four now, you know. So and then that's when we actually started playing shows, and getting on some of the shows of some of our favorite bands at the time, which is fucking crazy. So it was a fun experience. You know, it was just easier to put the music together between the three of us. It was easier to get through it. It was less equipment to lug around, you know. So I don't know who Ava Cape Lane is. Yeah, people, get your Dumpy Dump merch. I'm telling you, all proceeds for the Dumpy Dump merch go to Center for Missing and Exploited Children. You get your Beater Bunch merch, and all that goes to Joyful Heart, which is a charity for domestic violence survivors and victims. All right. 100% of the proceeds. I'm not making a dime off of this. Cherry's not making a dime off of this. Make sure to email Cherry at the email that she shares in chat. And she will send you a screenshot of the amount that you spent being donated to these charities. Okay. And if you want the Blowhard Betty merch, but would prefer to donate to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, let us know in an email and we'll make sure that happens. Okay. Here. And I'm going to put these links in the description too. But here's the Dumpy Dump one, Kaz. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah. Once this video totally uploads and everything, I will add those links to the description. I want to go ahead and thank again the clip channels. Blessed are the clip channels and Burnt Toast for doing what she did last night. She worked hard on that live stream, and I want to thank especially Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly for being advocates for domestic violence victims and for being advocates for missing and exploited children. Finally, they have done it. So thank you guys so much for what you're doing. We love you guys very much. Thank you guys. I love you. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.